Let's go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Rich Tea Racing, and welcome to something that I have absolutely no idea about. Honestly, Derek told me that he'd uploaded a race of him at Poe and asked me to commentate over it, and well, that's what I'm going to do. I have no idea what car he's driving, I have no idea what's going to happen in this race, but I can say I am very excited. So, without any further ado, let us stop this pointless freeze frame and get into this race. So we are now ready for this race. We've got 6 lights this time, but we have got 6 lights.
Let's
Get its lights out and away we go. And oh my word! Oh my what? Oh my god! That okay? We're not mucking about on this one. But Derek's already made up about 3 places. He comes hurtling through what I believe is the first corner, now into the first of the heavy braking zones. Looks like we are actually in a Porsche. I'm guessing we're in some form of Porsche 911 as it just overtakes. I think that was an Audi on the right hand side. Now heading down. Good God, Poe is quite a narrow track, isn't it? As we head now down towards, I think we're into another corner complex here into first gear. Quite a tight section here. You can just look in the mirrors there, and actually in the very handy little screen, that there is a lot of pandemonium going on behind Derek there, but he's currently now stuck behind what appears to be a BMW Z4 racing car, heading now up through. Okay, I have to say, this is one of the narrowest tracks I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen Poe before, so this is an eye-opening experience for me, and it looks absolutely terrifying, and I'm very glad I'm not the one racing it, but we're still stuck behind the BMW Z4. Oh my, there's contact there, and Derek has rammed, not only he's rammed himself, he's now rammed the BMW, sent the BMW packing off for a biscuit, and now we are through that section, but a lot of pandemonium there. See how much the wheel he's turning is Mr. Derek through this tight complex once again, still stuck behind the Z4. Looks like we've got another Porsche 911 stuck behind us as we're now coming into, going into a little downhill section. Oh, actually, no, there's a little downhill chicane, my bad, as we now head. Oh, looks like Derek's going to have a little go on the BMW. Don't know where the track goes, but he's got the inside line coming through that right-hander. Where it is, the BMW, there it is. So Derek is now in front of the BMW. He's going defensive into this bit, or he's taking the racing line. We're still waiting for the next corner. We are now coming into this corner, which is a right-hander. A little bit of a spark flying off the front end there, but looks like Derek has now got the position done and dusted, and he's, what the hell was that? That was some weird framing or whatever, or however you say it. But now we're into where are we now? I think we're coming into that corner earlier. Derek pretty much kissing the wall there, giving it a tender little peck, and now heading into another right hand. It looks like we're stuck behind. I want to call it a Ferrari 458, but it's not the 458 anymore. It could be the Ferrari 488 GTB or whatever the hell it is they're making now. I'm not really up to date with my cars these days, but we're now coming through the really tight left, right, we're into another right here. We're waiting for a braking zone. There's some form of braking zone coming up here, so we're in the long third gear corner. Derek getting right up this Ferrari's arse as we head through a little chicane there, and now into a tight section. I think this is where we almost saw a big yeet from Derek onto the BMW. You get some massive kick of oversteer there, or wheel spin, or one of the two. And now we are through that little section now, coming through into this another little left-right dinky, and now we're into what I thought was a downhill hairpin, but it's actually a downhill chicane as we come now into the bit. This is just where Derek got the BMW last time around, I believe. It looks like he might be having a look at this Ferrari. I'd be having a look at the Ferrari. It's quite a nice rear end to that Ferrari, as a nice rear end to most Ferraris, but we're now Ferrari putting a bit of brakes on into that corner. Derek going for the inside line. Is he going to get any overtaking done? Oh, they've got a bit of sparks flying up from the front, but Derek unable to get the overtake on the Ferrari done. So we're now heading down towards, I have absolutely no idea what, but I think we're now starting I think this is lap 3 we're now onto, as we get, yes, we're now coming into the wall that Derek likes to give a little bit of a peck, and he has just done there, just as you're going to bed after a nice glass of sherry. Is he going for it? That's more than just a glass of sherry there. That is after three pints of Foster's and maybe a glass of red wine. That's the aggression he's just gone with there, and now the BMW has overtaken him as well. So we're now down into, I think, 4th place, and Derek properly pouring at the steering wheel. The steering wheel is dancing all over the place. Should send it on to Strictly, but I'm sure, even actually, to be fair, if you put the steering wheel on Strictly, it'd probably do better than Rachel Riley managed. But we're now heading through the first of the chicanes and heading now into one of the tight left-handers, or long left-handers, should I say, heading now down into the incredibly tight section. I think very soon we're going to be arriving at the section where there is the downhill chicane. This is where Derrick is much better than the AI drives, and yes, this is it. So will Derrick be able to get the overtake on the BMW as he did before? Maybe the BMW, wise to Derrick's move, seems to block him off a bit, but he hasn't blocked him off well enough as Derrick goes around the outside, as it also down the inside, I should say, through that bit, and now Derrick back up into P3, so he's going to be having another look at the Ferrari anytime soon, heading now into the very heavy braking zone. I think this is coming up to the to end the lap, or we've just started a new lap, I should say. So we're going to be coming up into the left-hander at any moment, the wall that Derrick likes to give a little bit of a peck on the cheek, and we're down into second gear, now into first, bit of a peck on the cheek there, and now Derrick tucking up in once more behind the Ferrari. This is where he went brutal on the Ferrari, but nothing going right there, but he is certainly closing up, and I think that might be a Lamborghini just in front of him, but I will stand to be corrected. So heading now through the long left-hander in fourth gear, heading now down into the slightly tighter right-hander, dropping down into third gear through this incredibly narrow track, but Derrick now properly up this Ferrari's arse, and we head through the first of the tight chicanes now. So we are heading back surely into the incredibly tight section where there is the chicane at the end, and that is surely Derrick's best opportunity to get an overtake done on this Ferrari. We'll have to see how he takes it. So coming into the chicane now, it looks like he's taking it pretty well, comes in at a tremendous speed, and the Ferrari has lost it on the rear, and that has allowed Derrick to just about get past, a bit hair raising there, but Derrick is now back in front. That could, you know what? That might be a Corvette. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it was a Ferrari, but we shall remain to see. So Derrick now up into P2, and I'm pretty sure that is an Audi. I'm fairly certain, but once again, I could be wrong. I have been wrong a few times in my life, not many, but it has been known to happen. So we're now coming into the Peck corner, and it looks like Derrick is closing on this Audi. That's definitely an Audi. That has to be an Audi, definitely. So we're now Derrick's surely going to have he's closing in massively into the braking zone, and we're now heading up this straight that is it's banked towards the left, and then we will be heading into another right any moment now. So fourth gear now, get down into third, so we're heading through the right hand corner. So the chicane is coming up. We've got the first chicane to navigate through. I think that is the first bit we go through. Yep, as we come into that chicane, the Audi going massively slowly through that chicane, so surely Derrick is going to have an opportunity to get past this Audi. We're heading now into the incredibly tight section. This has got to be Derrick's best opportunity to take the race win. I haven't even really focused on the fact that Derrick might be able to actually win this race. Imagine James Derrick winning a thing. That's surely impossible, but it looks like that might be exactly what's about to happen, and Derrick gets the move done on the Audi into the chicane, and that is a fantastic move, and I think that chicane is actually the final corner on this track, and there we go. James Derrick takes the victory, he takes the W, and that Audi will take an L. Well, Derrick just took an L as well because he just hit that wall. Don't pretend I didn't see that you hit that wall, Derrick. But yeah, guys, that was a race around Po. I had absolutely no idea what to expect. As you will probably have told, I had no idea what that track was, but it was very enjoyable and a very good race from Mr. James Derrick. So that has been Derrick, that has been me, and this has been another edition of Rich Tea Racing. And all that was left me to say is that if you enjoyed this video, do be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And the final thing for me to say now is ta-ta and farewell.